Aloha! Welcome back to the Anxiety Coaches Podcast. I'm your host and coach, Gina Ryan, and I'm so happy to be with you again today as we consider the many ways to bring your mind and body back to its natural peace and calm. In today's episode, I'm talking about harmony for the soul, how music heals and calms anxiety. I know this to be true from my own life, and I wanted to shine light on it for everyone listening so that if you haven't already experienced the healing powers of music, that you will now be able to look a little bit deeper into it and see what is exactly the music right for you. Now, I wanted to start with a quote from Bono, and he said, "Music can change the world because it can change people." And that brings it right down to the personal level. We can be changed by music. And I hope that you will get excited about this and be able to see where music can be medicine and a salve for your soul. When I was a kid, I remember my father practicing the piano, and he was amazing in how long he would practice. This was a passion of his. And I remember that my favorite piece that made me feel wonderful, I can't even describe all of the feeling and emotion that I got from it, but it was Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. I felt a lot of different things, I am sure, but the overriding emotion was that I felt calm and I felt secure and peaceful. Now, it has a lot of different movements in it, and people may feel different things in it, but I looked into it further, and this piece has demonstrated decreased heart rates, and it improves oxygen saturation, which helps to lead to quicker post-stress recovery. No wonder I loved it. It was actually medicine for me. So today I hope you find music that can be medicine for you and your soul. And another quote here, this one is from Leo Tolstoy. He said, "Music is the shorthand of emotion." So many times people, I find, don't always relate to the emotions they are feeling, and music can really help you to get there. I hope that this will help you today to identify some of the shorthand that can help you in identifying emotion. So let's look at the psychological effects of music. Let's focus on mood regulation, enhancement, stress reduction, and relaxation here. Let's see what we can come up with. I really enjoyed diving deeper into this. Music is very important to me. I don't play an instrument. I'm just a connoisseur of all kinds of music, actually. So let's look at the psychological effects of music. First up, I want to look at mood, because it has been shown that mood regulation and enhancement can come from music. Music can actively change our mood. For an example, upbeat kind of music that you could find all kinds of different genres can elevate your mood from a depressive state, while calming music can soothe in times of high anxiety. There's another psychological principle they talk about, which is called emotional contagion. Now, the theory is that we can catch the emotion in the music that we are listening to. This explains why sad songs make us feel melancholy and why energetic music can make us feel more lively. I am very, very aware of what music I pick to be in the background while I am working, and working in different ways. There's certain things I listen to when I am researching, other things I listen to when I am writing, and so forth. So even though I wasn't always aware that I was able to catch the emotion of the music we hear, this is really, really good information to know. The next idea is called the ISO principle. I may not be saying that correctly. It's ISO. The ESO principle, it is a music therapy technique where music matching the listener's current mood is played and then gradually altered to achieve the desired mood state. I love this idea that we can actually start where the person is at and then gradually alter the music to get to our desired state or the desired state of whoever was making the music for these people. This is a wonderful thing. I have this kind of highlighted. I might be looking into more of that in the future. And another effect of music on us psychologically is emotional variation. Now, music provides a safe way to experience a range of emotions, helping to regulate emotional balance over time. This is a great way to experiment, right, with our feelings. And then there's cognitive reappraisal. This is listening to music and how it can help reframe negative thoughts and experiences, promoting a more positive outlook. So we can use music to help us reframe our negative thoughts. This is awesome. Now, let's move on here a little bit to stress reduction and how we can use music for relaxation or what it actually does. First up is that it has cortisol reduction properties. Studies have shown that listening to relaxing music can lower cortisol levels, and that is a hormone that is directly associated with stress. Heart rate and blood pressure are affected also. Slow, calming music can reduce the heart rate and lower blood pressure, inducing a state of relaxation. Our muscle tension can be affected. Certain types of music can help release muscle tension, particularly in conjunction with conscious relaxation techniques. Now, you may find this happening in guided meditations you listen to or guided body scans. I know I have ocean sounds and very relaxing music in the background of mine so that we can begin to relax those muscles as we go through the body scan. Now, distraction comes up here too with music because music can serve as a positive distraction from stressful thoughts or environments, and that can provide us with mental relief. Music can be mindfulness promoting. Listening to music can induce that state that is very similar to meditation, enhancing mindfulness and present moment awareness. So begin to notice when you are listening to music, are any of these happening for you? Do you find yourself more mindful? Were you distracted? Are your muscles relaxing? But let's continue with this. There's a couple of more here I have for you. Sleep is improved. Calming music before bed can improve sleep quality, which is often disrupted by stress and anxiety, not letting us get into a good quality of sleep. Music can be helpful here. And finally, the autonomic nervous system regulation happens with slow, rhythmic music. It can help shift the nervous system from the sympathetic, which again, remember, is our fight or flight side of our autonomic nervous system, to the parasympathetic side of our nervous system, which is our rest and digest side. So we can activate our parasympathetic side of our nervous system through music. This is probably already something you are aware of, but I want to point it out so that we can be more conscious and actually use music to our advantage. It's incredible just how powerful music can be as a tool for managing our anxiety and stress. Bob Marley said, "One good thing about music, when it hits you, you feel no pain." And I'm telling you, if we can do that with our music, this is awesome medicine. So let's explore incorporating music into a daily self-care for anxiety or high stress, focusing on creating a music routine, using music for sleep hygiene, and combining music with other coping strategies. So for sleep, I think we could start with the pre-sleep routine that you probably have, your getting ready for bed type of time, and create for yourself a 30 to 60-minute playlist of calming music. Now, everybody has different tastes in music. So today I am not getting real specific on big, long lists of music. Google can help you do this. Spotify can help you find music like this. If you can put in looking for calming music or a calming music playlist, and then the things you will immediately know things you like and things you don't like. It's hard sometimes to do this for other people, but I am hoping that if you have ideas or you have a playlist that you would feel comfortable in sharing it with me. Perhaps I could post it on our Facebook page for Anxiety Coaches Podcast, and then we could share it with all the people that come there. Or if you're in our group, you could share it with me in the group or send me an email, anxietycoachespodcast@gmail.com. I'd love to hear what you are listening to. Now, if you're not into music that you want to have as your pre-sleep relaxation playlist, you could look for just nature sounds, or you could have the combination of the nature sounds with music or slow classical pieces. You can start this playlist as a part of your bedtime routine. My daughter was visiting recently, and she had a sound machine that had a light on it also, and the light would change as the time went on, but so did the music. It had a routine built into it with the lights and the music going eventually into the white noise that she likes for sleep. It was very interesting to me how it took her through the pre-bed to deep sleep transition. Now, as a small child, she had an ocean and music tape that we played for her every night. I am sure you have heard me talk about that here before, and this is probably embedded in her now. So, anyway, next up, we could look at using binaural beats for sleep. Now, you'd want to use specific frequencies, and again, you can look for these specifically on things like YouTube and on Spotify, and you want the delta waves at 0.5 to 4 Hz, and that will help promote deep sleep. Now, you'll want to ensure comfortable volume levels and use headphones if you need, if you have other people in your environment that maybe don't want to be hearing these things. And start with short sessions like 15 to 30 minutes and gradually increase. Again, you can use white noise or ambient soundscapes also for pre-bed. Use continuous, non-melodic sounds to mask any disruptive noises in your environment. Options include things like rain sounds, ocean waves, or synthetic white noise. Some people really like that best. Experiment with different sounds to find the most effective for your individual sleep needs. Now, music-assisted progressive relaxation is what I want to end up with here. Combine the slow, calming music with guided muscle relaxation. That's what I have done in the body scan. If you haven't gotten the body scan, just go to anxietycoachespodcast.com and go to the body scan tab, and you can get that, download it, use it when you need. Now, I think this is really wonderful, and some people like putting their own things together, and there are a lot of progressive relaxation, guided muscle relaxation type of videos on YouTube, and they all have some kind of music or nature sound behind them. So find what works for you. Practice using this regularly to improve the effectiveness of using that over time. You get really good at doing progressive relaxation or body scans. It does take a little practice, though, to get into it. Now, I want to go into combining music with some other coping strategies that we have. And for example, I'm talking about using music and meditation. Now, you can use ambient music or nature sounds as background for your meditation practice. And I would suggest whatever you pick for your meditation practice, that you let that be a very special thing and not play that at other times. You are really going to only have to put the music on, and you will start to maybe go into that meditative state much more easily if you keep it special just for your meditation. You could also try things like a mantra meditation with rhythmic music to enhance your focus. And again, these are easily found on YouTube. Now, explore music-focused meditation, concentrating on different elements of a piece. I have clients who have done extremely well with this. So you're going to sit as if you're in your meditation and get relaxed, watch your breathing, and then as the music is playing, this is like a music-focused meditation where you will concentrate on the different elements of a piece. This is a beautiful way to be mindful of the music and take you places in that music you may not have been aware of otherwise. You can use music with your exercise, again, creating playlists, using the rhythm to maintain your pace. You can incorporate calming music into your cool down and stretching routines. Now, I want to hit on music and journaling, because if you were playing instrumental music while journaling, this really may enhance the emotional expression that you are going to let yourself get out of you and onto the paper. Now, otherwise, you can use lyrics as prompts. Some people love the lyrics of music. That is their focus. And you could use that for self-reflection and writing exercises. And you could create a playlist that evolves with your journaling session, matching the music to the emotional states. Now, I'm going to be winding up here, but I want you to use music and breathing exercises too. Use the music with a steady rhythm to guide your breathing patterns. Try techniques like some people really enjoy box breathing or 4-7-8 breathing in time with the music. Now, box breathing is breathing in for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, and holding for 4, in for 4. You can see it's all the same. And 4-7-8 is breathing in for 4, holding for 7, exhaling for 8. I'll do something on those breathing techniques in the future. I like to always go back to just exhaling longer and slower, because I have so many clients and members through the years that struggle with these restrictive types of breathing. So if you don't like box breathing or 4-7-8 breathing, just drop it completely. All you need to do is exhale longer and slower. So I hope you will create playlists with songs that you love that naturally encourage slower, deeper breathing. Now, by incorporating these strategies, we can create a music-integrated approach to managing daily stress. The key is consistency and personalization. So experiment with different techniques and find what works best for you. I may come back and do another episode with some specifics, but I'm going to let you go here and see what you can come up with to make music a part of your own harmony for your soul. Let the music heal and calm you. I hope this show was helpful for you. And like I said, send me any playlists or ideas that you had with your music, and calming your anxiety. I love hearing from you all the time. And now for today's quote. Music can lift us out of depression or move us to tears. It is a remedy, a tonic, orange juice for the ear. And that's from Oliver Sacks. I'll be back in a few more days with another podcast. Until then, be well and aloha.